Hey Neapolitans, Neapolitan gal here. Well, today I'm actually going to make for you a recipe that I've been making for a couple of years now. And it's a real simple recipe, honestly. Now this is the way I make it. Now you can make this, and I've thought about Philly cheesesteaks, for those of you who like Philly cheese and all that. This would be a great recipe, a great way to make other things. But today I'm going to use biscuits. Going to use meatballs. Normally what I do is I'll slice the biscuits in half and double the amount of biscuits I've got. But today I'm not going to do that. What I've done instead is I'm going to double the amount of meatballs in the biscuits. Mozzarella cheese. Garlic salt. A little bit of butter or margarine. Now I have a hot air cooker. It's sort of like the new wave thing. They've been advertising on TV for years, but this has been around a lot longer than that. It's nice, it's contained, it's washable, and there's no firing up your oven. So let's pull those meatballs out. Now you don't actually have to fully cook the meatballs before you use them. I try not to because, it just makes more sense. So, let's get these popped open and get rolling. Now I'm going to bring you down. Here, I'm looking at my chest and midsection, but that's okay. I'm going to try and aim you right on the plate that I'm working with. Now, here's my plate. Bear with, phone's a little heavy. There we go. That's the problem. All right. So here's my plate, and what you want to do is open up these stupid things. They'll pop and everything. I'm going to share with you. I hate these things. Now make sure when you're going to cook this, you're going to cook it at the directions that are on the package of biscuits, because you have pre-warmed up your meatballs. There's no reason to cook them 2 times. Completely at least. So there we go. Give me 1 sec. Be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna open up our biscuits, and like I said, usually I cut these things completely in half and double my recipe. This time I'm actually just going to use my 8 biscuits and add extra meatballs instead. Now what I usually like to do is take my mozzarella cheese and actually put it into a bowl. It just makes it easier to put it into a bowl, makes it easier to work with, and I don't wind up with my hands constantly in the bag of cheese. So when it's time to toss, I don't have to throw away so much. So what you're going to want to do is take your biscuits, set them as far on one side of your plate as possible, but I want to go backwards so you can watch. Take each biscuit and flatten them out. Now, you can flour your hands if you want, you can put oil on your hands if you want. I don't usually, and I just washed my hands like 2 minutes before I started this, so I don't even need to wash my hands. Take your meatballs. I had exactly 16 left, so I'm putting 2 per. Cover it in your cheese of choice. I usually do mozzarella, and then make it like a oh gosh, what do you call it? Make it like a dumpling. So just pull all your ends together. Your biscuit will stretch once it is completely holding itself on its own. I usually try to flip them over. Now let's get a second plate just because I need the additional room. I keep checking for my husband. I hate doing these videos when people are listening to me do it. And he'll be in the kitchen when he gets home making his dinner. So just make sure you pinch it nice and close, because as this heats up, it will it will open some. So again, you're going to cook your biscuits. You're going to warm up your meatballs, packaged meatballs. You can do fresh meatballs too. Philly cheese, chicken, anything you want to put in the middle of this. So my meatballs are still a little on the cool side. That's okay. It'll keep them from getting too dry. Nice bit of cheese in the middle, and pull them together. It's NFL season. It's just gearing up. Today is Sunday, and it is what, the 8th of September. So, wow, my dad would have been 85 yesterday. How about that? He passed away in 04, but he would have been 85. So, and the great thing is with this is an extremely versatile recipe. Anything that you can think to put in these, you can. I would hazard to say that you could probably even do this with Mexican fillings. So you adjust it to your own taste. Now, what I typically do is with these. Now, my son's the only one eating these tonight. I had a really late lunch, and since we went fishing today, got home kind of late. I had a late lunch when I got home, so I'm actually not going to eat any supper tonight. Maybe a bowl of cereal later. But if I were eating these with him, there would be marinara sauce to go with. Because we got the cheese and the meatballs, so I would just dip this down in marinara and, you know, have a nice meal out of it. You can do, I would say you could probably do pizza fillings in these as well. The sky is really the limit on this. Do whatever your heart desires with tweaking these recipes. Now, what I'll do at the end is I'll probably go ahead and do it now so it's ready, is I'm going to melt some butter. You can do butter, you can do margarine. Can't believe it's not butter. And then you're going to brush it on with either a brush or brush it on with a paper towel, so that your balls there, they have a chance to brown nicely. Now, these already have some butter in them, but I want to make sure that they brown nice. Now, you can do one of two things at this point. If you're going to use the garlic salt, you can either put the garlic salt in with your butter, or you can sprinkle it on top. I want to sprinkle mine on top. So, into the microwave for about 30 seconds, because it's going to sit longer than that anyway, while I'm still working on these other 4. And then I'm going to, after I put them in my hot air cooker, I will brush that on top. So, husband due any time. If I cut the video off and then you come back and you see something else different than what you were seeing, it's just because I'm doing the finishing touches, and I may even do a voiceover after the fact. So I'm not in here talking to myself on camera. He has no clue exactly what I do with this channel, with my videos. He's never watched one of my videos. He honestly could care less about my videos. So, we got 5. Now, don't worry if you do get cheese on the exterior of these balls. Perfectly fine. You can do these in an oven. If you do these in a regular oven, I will say that you should turn them about halfway. So whatever your cook time is on your biscuits, you're going to want to set a secondary timer, and about halfway through its cooking, you're going to want to flip them, especially with the butter. Since the butter's on there and they're going to be sitting in the butter, what I cook on and in doesn't have that happen. But okay, so I'm going to need a little bit more cheese. Now for 2 more, I think that'll do it. There's no hard and fast rules on what to do with these, other than cook it to the time that the package for your biscuits say. Again, I think for a lot of you up north that like the Philly cheese stuff, Philly cheesesteak filling on this would be great. Maybe even cheeseburger fillings. You could probably even do like a spaghetti pie with these. Just remember, whatever you're doing, you're going to wind up with a lot of extra carbs. The carbs in these biscuits is probably pretty high. If you are a family that likes little quirky stuff like this, and this seems like a great option, but don't want all the extra carbs, just plan on some sort of vegetable to accompany it, whether it's inside or additional to it. That way you get your roughage in with all the extra carbs you're going to have here. That's why I usually break these things in half. Cut them completely in half, where I have 2 discs. I decided not to do that tonight because I didn't want to open up another bag of meatballs. I knew I had probably close to 16, which I did. Alright, so here is my tower of balls. Put these balls in the dishwasher, and then I'm going to show you my hot air cooker. Okay, so move these over here. Now, this is a great item to share with, this is my hot air cooker. Great item to share, with colleagues. If you're taking something for lunch one day and you want to share with everybody, this is a great way to do that. So, take your lid off. Oops, I'm setting up cord. Now with this, I don't have to cook it quite as long as the recipe says, and I don't have to flip. Now what I do try to do though is to use both shelves, just so they're not laying, because what will happen is when they start expanding, they will go into the bottom. So let's grab these rolls. Now when I did these on TV, I called them cheesy meatball rolls. You can call them anything you want. Because of the amount of butter that's going on here, you don't really have to spray. You're great that they're going on, but you can if you want to. Be sure not to get them too close together, but also make sure that you can fit everybody in at one time. Now I'm going folded side up, so if they do start opening up, all the cheese goes in instead of out. Read the directions. This says 350 and 13 to 16 minutes. I'm going to go 350 about 12 minutes roughly. Sorry, about 14 minutes, I mean. Go right in the middle. So here is my melted country crock, and a very liberal. And the reason I say be very liberal is because what will happen is the butter will work its way on all of your biscuits. So it'll kind of work its way in and under. Now in a few minutes, once you get your oven up and running, your home will smell heavenly. So now I use a silicone brush, that way it can be washed or dishwashered. And so now what I want to do is my garlic salt. Use any seasoning you like, a little bit of parsley, whatever. This has garlic, this is salt, this has parsley. There's probably a little bit of oregano in there. There we go. Now at this point you can add extra cheese to the top if you want. We never do, but you could. So on goes my lid. Again, you can do this in your regular oven. Just make sure when you set your timer, you're setting a timer for the full time that you would have had to cook your biscuits. And also that set your timer for half of the cooking time because you're going to have to flip. In this, the air circulates and I do not have to flip. So we need 350 for right about there. Now what happened? I put the handle down. This thing's going to turn on. No preheating necessary. And since it has a timer, when time's up, it'll tell me. Isn't this thing cool? So I did this on our local news about 4 years ago, I guess it was. And I think I was one of the only ones that did any sort of cooking on there before the show went away. But I'll put you down here for a minute. There you go. And we'll be back. Now I'll show you real quick. See that one right there that opened? These couple that open, that's exactly why I put them top up. So I've never had to do this before where I've had to go back in and close them, but I'm going to do it this time. Different kind of biscuits than I'm used to. Okay, get my fingers in there. But I do this because of, just in case they open, they don't have cheese going everywhere. It's funny, I've never had this happen before. I always figured it could happen, but I've never had it happen completely like that before. So, might have just got too much butter on them. I guess I will flip them. At least they'll stay closed. Since these biscuits seem to be having issues. No. They're probably thinking, holy cow, those are going to be seriously hot. No, they were only on for a couple of minutes. I think about 2 minutes before I had to go back in and tinker a bit. So. Okay, there we go. Let's try this again. As you can see, they're browning nicely. Another minute or so is it cooking. And I think I'll check them out. I might add another minute or two to it, only because I had to fix those ones. But yeah, that's what the cheesy meatball rolls look like. And I'll turn this back on and they are ready to go. Alright, here's our finished product. I'll flip this one over for you because I actually tried to open up when I took it out of the cooker. As you can see, the meatballs in there, the cheese is just gooey, and these are just awesome. So, here is my cheesy meatball rolls. I think I'll cut that one open before I take a picture of it, but make your own recipe. They're awesome. Surprise your guests at your next party. It's NFL time. Time to share.